You can do this. You can do anything.
Creating the magic of Wicked is one that we didn't think would ever come easy, and yes, we were right. Behind the scenes, the cast faced a strict set of rules that shaped every moment on set. From intense training to rigid protocols, nothing was left to chance, and every step of the way was meticulously controlled to ensure the film would enchant audiences worldwide. But what exactly did Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo, and their co-stars have to endure to embody their iconic roles? Let's dive into the surprising rules that made Wicked truly unforgettable. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo break down on Wicked's set after most difficult day of filming. Back in October, Vanity Fair shared insights into the emotional challenges Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo faced while filming the movie adaptation of Wicked. The two stars, who spent over a year bringing the beloved characters of Glinda and Elphaba to life, revealed that one particular scene pushed them to their emotional limits, resulting in a breakdown on set. The scene in question revolved around the evolving relationship between Glinda and Elphaba. Initially adversaries, the two characters grow to become close friends as the story progresses. During a particular moment, Glinda gives Elphaba a tall, awkward-looking black hat to wear to the Ozdust Ball. This act, meant to mock Elphaba, pointed out her insecurities about her appearance, and left Cynthia Erivo deeply affected by her character's pain. Reflecting on the experience, Erivo said, "It's just not a fun thing if you are doing it as truthfully as possible to have to do it over and over again. By the time we had gotten to the last time, I had a big old breakdown." The filming process wasn't without its share of tough moments for the co-stars. While they formed a close bond over the course of rehearsals and filming, there were days when they each needed space to process the demanding work. Speaking about their dynamic, Erivo said, "There are days when she's gonna need space, and there are days when I'm gonna need space, but because we love each other very dearly, it's okay." Grande added, "I think we've done a really beautiful job of, oh my god, sorry. We both really took the time to get to know the other person and where we've been, what our little wounds are, what our little things are." The cast of Wicked brought together a star-studded ensemble. They were bold, but ultimately effective. Cynthia Erivo took on the role of Elphaba, a misunderstood young woman whose green skin and hidden magical powers set her apart. Ariana Grande portrayed Glinda, a privileged and ambitious young woman whose journey leads her to discover her heart through an unexpected friendship with Elphaba. Michelle Yeoh joined as Madame Morrible, the regal headmistress of Shiz University, while Jonathan Bailey played Fiyero. Other notable cast members included Ethan Slater as Bach, Marissa Bode as Nessarose, Peter Dinklage as Dr. Dillamon, Bowen Yang as Fanny, and Jeff Goldblum as the Wizard of Oz. Together, this talented group brought the world of Oz to life with a blend of emotional depth and cinematic spectacle. The film marked the first installment of a two-part adaptation of the iconic Broadway musical. The first chapter premiered in theaters on November 22nd, 2024, with the second part set to follow on November 26, 2025. Fans of the stage production eagerly awaited this cinematic reimagining of the Witches of Oz, curious to see how the beloved characters and story would translate to the big screen. AMC also announced strict no singing rule for Wicked screenings. Back in November, AMC Theaters stirred up conversation among moviegoers by also announcing strict rules for its screenings of The Wicked, which debuted in theaters on November 22nd. Fans of the beloved Broadway musical were specifically warned not to sing along during the movie, a directive that aroused mixed reactions. A 30-second pre-show announcement played in AMC theaters reminded audiences of their guidelines, stating, "At AMC theaters, silence is golden. No talking, no texting, no singing, no wailing, no flirting, and absolutely no name-calling. Enjoy the magic of movies." The Indianapolis Star reported this cheeky message was designed to enhance the experience for everyone in attendance. Signs posted in AMC locations also reinforced the policy, urging viewers to please refrain from singing during the show. However, the chain assured fans that a sing-along version of Wicked would arrive in theaters on Christmas Day, with Variety later confirming this version would hit 1,000 screens across North America. Ryan Noonan, an AMC spokesperson, told IndyStar at the time, "AMC has a long-standing policy that prohibits disruptive behavior. The Wicked pre-show spot incorporates the themes of the film as a fun, engaging reminder to moviegoers to not disrupt the experience for those around them as they enjoy the show." Despite the efforts to maintain order, some fans shared on TikTok that not everyone adhered to the rules. While many eagerly awaited the sing-along screenings on December 25th, others admitted that some attendees couldn't resist singing during the November showings. Wicked Part 1: Everything You Need to Know. The long-awaited film adaptation of Wicked finally hit the big screen in 2024 after years in development. The musical itself is inspired by Gregory Maguire's novel Wicked: The Life and Times of the Wicked Witch of the West, which is the first in the Wicked Years series. Maguire's work takes a revisionist approach to L. Frank Baum's The Wizard of Oz, bringing a deeper exploration to Oz's history and society through the lens of Elphaba, the misunderstood character known as the Wicked Witch of the West. It addresses lingering questions from the original story, such as the mystery of Oz's single yellow brick road, while weaving in themes of identity, power, and prejudice. The novel was first brought to the stage in 2003 when Stephen Schwartz and Winnie Holtzman adapted it into a musical. Schwartz, who composed and wrote the lyrics, and Holtzman, who wrote the narrative structure, stayed true to the book's exploration of the relationship between Elphaba and Glinda, spelled Galinda earlier in the story. Their story examines how the two witches' opposing personalities evolve from rivalry to friendship, all against the backdrop of Oz's complex sociopolitical tensions. The musical's themes of forgiveness and acceptance, paired with Schwartz's unforgettable score, helped it become a Broadway sensation. With such a beloved legacy, it was only a matter of time before Hollywood turned its gaze toward Wicked. Box office success and critical reception. Adapting one of Broadway's most iconic musicals into a film was a high-stakes endeavor, but Wicked Part 1 proved to be a massive success. Premiering in November 2024, the film shattered records with an opening weekend gross of $164 million, making it one of the highest-grossing musical films of all time. However, the stakes were high. The combined budget for both installments of the Wicked films reportedly reached $350 million, meaning both chapters needed to perform well to recoup costs. Fortunately for Universal Pictures, Wicked Part 1 received critical acclaim in addition to its box office triumph. Outlets like Screen Rant praised the movie's ability to retain the grandeur and heart of the stage production, while reviews from Variety highlighted the standout performances of its leading stars, Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. Not all critics were enchanted, though. Publications such as Time magazine criticized the film for its sometimes overwrought storytelling. Still, the film's success was undeniable, cementing its place as a cinematic achievement. Teasers and trailers. Fans were first introduced to the film through a trailer released during the 2024 Super Bowl, which offered an enticing glimpse of the story. The preview highlighted Elphaba's journey and prominently featured Defying Gravity, one of the musical's most iconic songs. The trailer's emphasis on music was a deliberate choice, distinguishing Wicked from other recent musical adaptations like Mean Girls, which toned down its soundtrack. In May 2024, a second trailer dropped, offering fans a closer look at Glinda and Elphaba's early friendship. Underscored by the upbeat song Popular, this trailer teased the lush visuals and emotional depth of the film, showcasing Wicked as a sensory feast for both eyes and ears. By August 2024, a character-focused trailer shifted attention to Jonathan Bailey's Fiyero, exploring his carefree charm and romantic entanglements with both Glinda and Elphaba. Finally, in September 2024, a second full-length trailer honed in on Elphaba's transformation from a misunderstood student to a feared and ostracized figure, hinting at the wizard's manipulative role in her downfall. Faithful adaptation and ending. One of the biggest questions surrounding Wicked Part 1 was whether it would stay true to its Broadway roots. Fans of the musical were relieved to see that the film closely adhered to the stage production, dividing the story into two parts. The first film concluded where the Broadway show's first act ends, leaving major plot lines unresolved. This faithful approach ensured that Wicked Part 1 retained the emotional beats and narrative structure that made the musical so beloved. Unlike most blockbusters, Wicked Part 1 left no ambiguity about its sequel. With the entire Broadway musical split into two films, the second installment was less of a follow-up and more of a continuation of the overarching story. Scheduled for release on November 26, 2025, Wicked Part 2 promises to tie up all loose ends and deliver the climactic conclusion fans have been waiting for. The deliberate pacing of the first film laid the groundwork for the dramatic events to come in the sequel. By ending at a natural midpoint, Wicked Part 1 not only stayed true to its source material, but also set the stage for an unforgettable finale. Wicked Part 1 proved that adapting a beloved stage production for the big screen is a delicate balancing act, but one that can pay off immensely when done right. With its dazzling visuals, emotionally resonant performances, and faithful adaptation of a timeless story, the film brought the magic of Oz to a new generation of fans while satisfying longtime devotees of the musical. As we all eagerly await the second installment, Wicked has already cemented its place as a landmark in both musical and cinematic history. Tell us what you think of this installment in the comments section below.